late to their own stream. That sucks. Like, you can just hear all the squeaks of my chair. That's gonna be so embarrassing. Right now, I'm just listening to how it sounds personally, because last time I completely fucked up. Fucking lights, camera, action. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Alright. Briefly making myself bigger so that you get the point of today's video. There's no really point. These are all off the dome. I had a script last time, and like I said, I completely fucked up the audio. So like the first half of me yapping, you know, you're just hearing music, and it's completely funny because I said so much about like what I wanted this channel to be and like who I am as a person. So let's like start that over. I'm Joy. I go by they them, and I'm here to deliver that. Some joy. You know what I mean? I'm a 2D artist, 2D animator, and I recently broke my arm. That's why I've decided to start streaming. I've had a lot of time just sitting alone, you know. I was watching anime for a bit, and then I got bored of it. But now I'm here. Now I'm doing drawings. I've been kind of broke this week. Yeah. The moment you're out of the loop, the moment you're out of the like capitalism loop, like, of course, you're gonna start running out of money. So your boy is doing commissions, and they're $20, but they're for sketches. You can go to my Linktree, my beautiful, sexy Linktree. I just set up today, actually. Has every link and source you need. If you go to my Linktree, press the $, it should take you right to my Venmo. Send me $20. Send in the description what kind of character you want, and you will receive that. Today, I'm going to be working on some sketches for some of my friends who commissioned me. Very lovely people. I'm so glad that they took the time and consideration to send me some money. I know it's not easy out here. Like I said, the capitalist machine, it always be running. It just goes to show you that like people actually do want to support me, and I really appreciate that. Earlier today, I was getting references ready. You know, I'm not typically a reference drawer, reference artist. I don't even know what the fuck that means actually. I don't use reference. It's kind of a bad habit. But I want to get these drawings done right. So today we're referencing. I'm gonna start, before I go into the drawing, I'm gonna talk a little bit about like my feelings about streaming, because again, like that was like kind of erased in the last video. I don't know if any of you got to like see that or hear it, but I'm gonna tell you again now, because important to what we're doing here, right? So, of course, I'm going to be drawing. I'm an animator. I want to show you guys my process a little bit more. I've lately felt like very disconnected to my art and like what I'm trying to do as an artist. And I really want to take you guys along for the process of like how my art is made, or like just so that you can like mostly I just want to share it, you know, like so that you can see how much effort I put into this stuff. Again, with the whole commission thing today, like having those people share their support with me really makes me feel like there are people who want to see my art, and like there is an audience out there for me. And I've gotten inside sort of a rut with art lately where I've just felt like none of it's good enough, or none of it's like gonna be perfect, and it really doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. What art is supposed to make you invoke a feeling. Sometimes it invokes the feeling of rage in me, and maybe people relate to that. So today, it's gonna be just chill drawing session. I'm gonna go for as long as I can. Maybe, you know, like some other concepts, ideas will pop in my head. I mean, like, I feel like, you know, these drawing sessions being really chill, like, they're gonna be open to a lot of, like, open-ended, like, brain discussion. You know, like, I'm not really talking to anybody in here, so I can just, like, ramble off to you about whatever the fuck I'm thinking about this week. And I feel like right now, no, because this morning I woke up to 1, and oh shit, I was just reading a little message. Yeah, I woke up to a fucking AI meme this morning, and you know, like, the world is so polarizing on like the AI discussion. Like, of course, like we as artists acknowledge this, like, something dangerous to our like careers, because it can do a lot. It has like so much capability to like, you know, like you just type in a prompt and it creates an entire visual for you. Now it has animations, and you can just do that off of Instagram. Instagram has Meta AI, and you can just make your own GIF. You just fucking feel like it. And lately it's been really hard in the job market for people to like find work. The unions are like doing their best to keep, you know, give people like the right amount of like give people the privileges and like, you know, the money that they need to like afford a sustainable life. And you know, we can only have this like sort of discussion about technology so many times where it's like, oh, it's evil, but it's helpful. You know, like I talk to many people about this. Like, AI is definitely a tool, and like just as like any other tool, it's gonna be used no matter what. Like, as much as I hate it, I want to like cry, scream, and kick and shit like that. Like, I'm not gonna be able to do anything about stopping AI in the next couple of years. I think like, for me personally, that just means that I need to put in more effort into like, you know, I have to output faster than a fucking AI robot, unfortunately. And like, that sounds like a very fucking bootstrapped mentality, but this is just the world we live in, you know? I very much did not get all my references ready, so excuse me for a minute while I search. swag. I've got my references. It's time for me to draw. I hope you guys enjoy the music today. I don't think I'm gonna be able to play my own music for a minute because you know, the last video like was just literally like claimed 42 times because of all the different songs. Last stream I'll say because of all the different songs that are on there, and that's okay. You know, the point of like these streams isn't really to have like long form content on my channel, but to like, you know, take clips and then I'm gonna obviously like I'm gonna try to upload them on TikTok because TikTok, you know, the short form media is like the thing now. I mean, like it was the thing when Vine was around. And I might have just dated myself. Call me Unk if you need to, but like, it's so much easier to reach more eyes on TikTok than it is like YouTube or Instagram. I've had so many like I have gripes with Instagram. You know, like it used to be a fun platform. I talk about this with my roommates a lot, and I'm sorry about the fucking chair squeaking. I can't do anything about that because I'm broke. But eventually, you know, we're gonna get a better setup. We're gonna get a better little, you know, like I got this cute little LED light in the corner here. You know, if you need to see me more, like my complexion's a little bit. Like we have resources, but they're not the best. And you know, this is how I really started out making YouTube videos. Honestly, like it was like no videos to begin with. I feel like in college too, I was always just doing some kind of makeshift like prop stand to like get everything going, or like, and like that was a lot of the friends that I had too. I mean, you all are still my friends. I hope. I don't reach out. That's my fault. But like, you know, shit happens. Life goes on. But yeah, the whole makeshift stuff. Back in the day, like, I had a YouTube channel with my friends, and it was like a gaming channel because obviously I was like super into Game Grumps at the time, and I really wanted to do something like that. To be honest, Game Grumps kind of consumed a lot of like my early college life, because like instead of doing homework I would just like sit there and watch the videos, watch their videos. I was kind of like just I don't know if that's too deep. I said I was just kind of like paralyzed in a way. There's always like a lot of shit to do, and I know that I've realized now that I'm not like wired for school. Like there was a lot of times where I just wanted to give up, but it felt like I had to get through it, you know? And now I'm at this point in my life too where I just don't even want to like work for any major studio. Like I would do like some indie stuff because I feel like indie studios or like people, independent projects are more invested in like preserving the art and like preserving some sort of idea, whereas you know, like we know corporations are all obsessed with the money. Of course, we get some like truly amazing things sometimes, right? You know, like we get a Spider-Verse movie, and like we get a new Fairly Odd Parents looks good. I haven't seen it, so don't quote me on that. But like, it looks really cool. Like the crunchy textures, and like, you know, you got a change in character. You've got like, see, like, give me a sec. I know of many projects, but like, that's the thing. There's not many projects that like want to continue using that like mixed media flair. I mean, like, we got Smiling Friends right now, which like, it's a beautiful thing how those guys created something that they really just wanted to be like a passion project. Like, I might be wrong, but I remember just like watching those Oni Play videos where they, like, Zach was just talking about his deal with Netflix, not Netflix, his deal with Adult Swim, and how badly he wanted to make this like such a great project, and like I get to a point too where I feel like my scope for work gets way too grandiose, and I'm just like, I get that like paralysis again, or like I get that like that need to stop or freeze because I'm like, it's too big for me to handle alone or whatever. I know I have people who can support me through these projects, but it's also like I really want to be able to compensate them for their time in any way that I can. Often when I talk to other artists too, it feels like they've found they've just kind of people I went to college with, and like let me go back to that college point for a second there. Like I really did enjoy going to college, but again, it comes back to the like I fell off of school really hard in like junior year of college, and that was because I had some very like under what's the word? Just kind of a lot of like emotional, mental issues that I didn't like yet unpack and shit. And I moved into college, and it like and I was just kind of going through the cycles, whatever. That's not to say that I didn't have fun. Like there's a lot of times where I felt like this is where I needed to be, but there was a lot of like friction. There was a lot of like fighting back with the school system and like fighting or like just being behind and shit like that, and that often like makes me feel guilty. Sorry, I feel guilty. Sorry. I feel like to this day people know me as like the person who is late to everything. I mean that like physically, like I show up on like late to like every thing. Like I show up late to work, and it's been a consistent issue. And I show up late to like hanging out with friends. I show up late to like my stream today. I showed up late to my stream because I'm not very good with time management. That's something I just have to accept about myself, because then I can just move past it. But it's something I really want to get better at. Like the reason why I started screaming at the void, streaming more, is because like my therapist told me that I need to be more consistent with my art, or like be more consistent with practicing, or like that stuff in the whatevers. And I always wanted to like do streaming and shit, like it took a minute off of it from when I was in school, or like I wanted to do it while I was in school, just to like show off my projects and like everything like that. There was a lot of times where that friction like got in the way, and now that like I live in a time where there are really no excuses, like I don't have like an assignment due tomorrow, like currently I'm just waiting on money, and it sucks, but like it gives me the opportunity to kind of like to get more connected with my artistic identity. Damn. I always felt like I had nothing to talk about during these streams, but I'm going right now. treat art more like a career and less like a hobby. Like this is something I want to do for the rest of my life. So I have to manage it like something that I I have to manage it like a job. You already got a taste of it earlier, but of course I'm definitely gonna get into politics a lot in this channel. Uh, the, you noticed I'm fucking like I'm fucking gay, right? Bisexual, non-binary. So there is a lot in this world that affects me, personally, and it's kind of cringe. So on this channel and in my art more specifically, I want to bring attention to that and focus on that and make people more aware of the difficulties it's like to be someone like me. I also get caught in the realism sometimes where I'm like, oh, this has to look exactly like that person, but just chop it up. You don't have to fucking overdo it, because then we talked about this at breakfast today, but the devil's in the details, guys. Every time you take a fucking century to carve something in, it's gonna take even longer to get this thing done. Of course, I want it to look good, but I don't want to spend or burn out all my energy trying to make something look precise when I can just do those precisions in due time. I love getting commissions from friends too, because I feel like I really want to do my best to put the best effort I can into it, because I love you. You know what I mean? I want you to look at this thing that I made for you and be like, wow, I can't believe my homie made that. The person I'm doing this commission for right now, I honestly miss very dearly. They had to move away after college, but I still try to keep in contact as much as I can. I already told you earlier I'm bad with keeping up with friends, but I hope they know they mean a lot to me. after that, I would not have gotten like so much further in my process, or for so much further in like my skill set. That's what I believe, at least. You know, I used to say too, like that I could have done this without it, but I feel like college really held me accountable. Especially now, like I'm aimless. Just waiting for them to give me answers. Or like, always feeling like I need the white man's paperwork to feel like my art is worth something. It's meaningful to me. You know, I think like college helped me like understand that too. It's that like processing the thought. Give me a second. Couldn't even tell you where I was going with that, honestly. I freaking love art. Whoa, art's like my freaking jam, dude. Yeah, I mean, like, without art, like, I don't know how I'd be right now, you know? Like, this shit teaches me so much about myself, personally. Okay, let me stop. That one. Not a good joke. It teaches me about myself. It teaches me about the world. It tells me I'm worth it. Yeah, no. That's the right words I was looking for. Art's just always been a good, dear friend to me. I think sometimes I'll see something too, and I'm like, just fucking awestruck. You know what I mean? Like, I think for me, being awestruck is just going like doing the fucking Wojak meme, like. Yeah, like I just want to show everybody this cool thing I found. And that's like what I do with my Instagram, so go follow it, okay? You know, like I post a lot of the animations, especially from my indie creators too. Like, those are the people who truly care about the art. And not to say that, like, you know, people at the corporations don't care, you know, like, I definitely, like, they put so much effort into that fucking Spider-Verse movie. Please pay your animators better. Just please, just do it. Same with fucking JJK. Like, I've been watching that, and it's fucking phenomenal. It baffles me. Why is Mappa underpaid? I don't get it. Art has followed that trend of just constantly being depreciated. It's because it's like it's not like a post-industrial like fucking job to do. Like, it's not a construction worker's job. It's not like a blue collar worker union trade. You know, like yeah, sorry, we're not picking up your shit, or sorry, we're not building your shitty little fucking gray skyscrapers. But like, who we are and what we do is really important, and I think it's worth sharing. Is that the worth point? I don't know, man. I just love art. Just like, if you're ever feeling sad, like, look at a good piece of art. If you're ever feeling sad, go watch a good cartoon. Like, I should put like my list out there because I have a huge list of the best cartoons I've seen thus far. And like, honestly, Chowder, that shit is comedy gold. Go back, watch Chowder, and like, there's so many times in that show where the art style changes. They get experimental with the animation. like the jokes just hit. Sometimes they're a little misogynistic, you know. I'm sorry, but it's campy. Nobody's hitting their wife. I've been watching a lot of Curb Your Enthusiasm lately, and that's just a lot of like whatever his name, Larry David, just shitting on his wife. And I just find it funny. Like I was talking to a friend this morning too about like that's just what street culture is like. Y'all just like hate your wives for some reason. And like I don't want to live my life like that. Been there, done that. I mean like my just watching my family, for example, like that was enough. I was gonna say that was enough Curb Your Enthusiasm for me, but like it was not even like that. But our stories are important, you know what I mean? They're worth sharing. I get very mad about like seeing prequels sometimes too. Like we're just making the same shit over and over again. Like don't get me wrong, if they made Chowder 2 tomorrow or they made a Chowder movie, like I'd be there, you know? Like there's a lot of regurgitating in the animation scene or like the film world, American film world, America. Like at some point it's gonna stop being fun to watch the same thing over again. And I don't even know how I can literally look this up for you. I don't even know how Lion King 2, not Lion King 2, Lion King the live action version like became one of like the highest grossing animated films of all time. I'm gonna look this up just to fact check myself. Oh, it was probably like, you know, it was one of those like big name box office movies where like, you know, you had fucking Eric Andre. I love Eric Andre, you know, like I'm not trying to shit on him, but like Will Smith. Yeah, yeah, this is the Wikipedia page. Come on. Lion King 2019. Beyonce like made the soundtrack or something. I just don't get it, you know, like we've got Inside Out 2 coming up the rear here. It's Zootopia. I haven't even seen Toy Story 4. But Minions. Minions Rise of Gru below it? Whoa. I mean like obviously in this time frame from like Lion King 1, you know, like it's not going to be the biggest movie of all time anymore. Like there's so many more people in the world, so many more kids, they're going to be watching more movies, but like Lion King live action, is that what we like have to like share? I haven't seen Frozen 2. Super Mario Bros. Movie was pretty good. My friend had this theory once that like we're gonna get the multiverses of Nintendo. Ooh. They might copyright me for that. I didn't mean to say, you know, Nintendo. I would fucking watch a Legend of Zelda movie. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I think, you know, everyone's like, oh, it doesn't work because, Mario doesn't talk. Sonic talks. Like we got the Sonic movie. Like we're gonna get Shadow, and finally we're gonna see Maria get shot on the big screen. That's what I've been hoping for all my entire life. But yeah, like this Nintendo multiverses is probably gonna be funny. And if not, like Nintendo wasn't planning that at all, like send me money. Venmo, my link tree, my beautiful link tree. My beautiful link tree. I just put it in the description, okay? My Venmo's on there. Just send me a couple bucks for that idea. You know, it's yours. Okay. A part of me is very confident in this pose. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But another part of me is like, this is not that good. And I think it'll get better when I work in some of the details, when I work in some of the kinks. This is just baseline sketch right now. What I need to see is some more detail. Sorry for not showing you guys the reference images. I just, some of these are a real person I know, so I'm just not trying to like dox them, put them out there. It's more like here. I feel like that's something you have to worry about a lot on the internet. It's like, somebody probably already has my fucking IP address, and there's nothing I can do about that. I think about it. Oh no! Oh. Okay, we're back. I think about it all the time. How like my information is probably out there being sold. Well, no, my information is definitely being sold. I just mean like that I've probably been scammed like multiple times at this point. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how easy it is to scam me, but someone's making money off of me. And that's the culture now, you know what I mean? Like it was more easier to scam grandmas back in oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna continue my point. It was easier to scam grandmas back in the day with the whole like African guy, African prince, just needing a couple coins to save his family. But now it's just like you could just be like, I don't know, like browsing some random website that like you found on Google, and it's like your UPS package has been delivered to your address, or like to retrieve it, call this number, and like it's like it's too late. You've already been bamboozled. Bamboozled. keeps doing that, guys. You know, I have a really ghetto setup. It's just my phone, and it's like linking to my computer via like. Oh fuck! Is it also like sharing my IP address when that happens? Because if that's the case, I literally need to get a new camera. Like, also I hope again like the audio is not that shitty. I put the music pretty down. Oh no, I already checked. I already checked it before the stream. I don't know what I'm fucking worried about. I'd be stressing. When I was younger, like I really wanted to do more. Oh my god, like I was so into the storytelling content. I was such a YouTube head, you know, like I still am. I'm not gonna tell you guys everything that I watch, but I definitely like. I'm watching girls do like thrift store like hauls because they just get the coolest clothes. Like women's aesthetics, women's fashion naturally outbeat men. It's because we're fucking like I'm non-binary. Men clothing is pretty fucking boring. I don't know what happened from like the earliest centuries when they were wearing powdered wigs and fucking those fucking lapelled coats with the fucking breast pocket, open breast pocket, you know, like dancing around in their cute little clogs with the buckle on it, wearing their tights. I don't know what happened to you guys. Like, all of a sudden, we're all fucking wearing tech bro, like, dry fit, like, gray shirt that, like, Elon Musk rocked at one conference or something. Like, I get, like, having a uniform, being efficient, wearing, like, clothes that require less effort, because it's not like a, you know, you shouldn't be materialistic. You're not going to fucking take everything with you when you pass on. But, like, it is cool to just have, like, a sense of style. Like, I've become so interested in fashion lately because just style is integral to kind of who you are as a person. It like tells you a lot about somebody's personality and like how they express themselves. I was a big fucking like supporter of this shit too when I was like younger, because my mom would always want to like put me in those private schools, you know. She probably would have made me gayer. Let's be honest. But you know, and I'm not hating on the prep school outfits. Like prep school fits are sick too. But like personally, as a kid, I just wanted to wear the tap out T-shirts. And you know, like there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like that's how you express yourself. It's weird to have like, or, you know, it could be helpful for more people, or like parents to have like that kind of wardrobe preset instead of having to buy every single clothing item. Because I remember there was a phase, you know, like where every child, and I think that still happens, you know, like still happens in the schools where like if you're not wearing the fucking newest Yeezys or like the newest shoe, or if you wear like what's it called? I'm gonna say and ones because and ones were my thing. Like if you're rocking and ones at the cafeteria, like people are gonna make a fool of you. Like you fucking buy your own clothes. I think that's depressing. Like kids are more materialistic than like adults are sometimes. And that's because like we really did build this culture upon like status symbols of wealth. Like, are you really like successful if your baby can't rock Air Force Ones, the Chicago mids, the ones that Barack Obama wore? I'm gonna answer that for you. Like, yes, you are successful. Success is not defined by fortunes or like fucking like what Gucci bag you own. That's just fucking dumb. Like, success is defined by like the things that the pleasures you found in your life that you prioritize. Yes, okay, I'm broke. Oh, I didn't even see either that time. You know what? For today, just because like I just really want to be careful about this, I'm just gonna turn off the camera. We'll come back to the camera like maybe next time, but right now I'm just not feeling comfortable with like the whole camera shutting off thing. So let's turn that off. This one? There we go. Alright. We're still talking, we're still drawing. Yeah, I feel like that's much better because like I was blocking your view and like now you get to see the full thing. Again, like my friend, like not again because I don't think you remember this from the last stream, but my friends recommended that I become a VTuber. And like, as much as it would be cute to have like, for me personally, because like that really resonates with my style, like a 2D tuber, PNG tuber, whatever the fuck they call it. But I just see it as a lot more effort. I already just don't like taking the time to like turn on the stream and everything. Like you saw, I was late today, you know. But feels like an extra element that I have to add to this chill, relaxing sesh we're having here, you know. And if you're not chill, you know, like let me know, bro. I'm trying to be a good trip sitter, you know, like send me a quick little comment, say I'm stinky, say like you don't like my voice. I mean that would be mean, but like that's how you feel. Like maybe I can get like a voice modulator, you know, sound like an anime girl for you. I can do voices. Voices are fun for me, you know, like for me my idea of success has to be like to start my own business someday. You know, it doesn't have to be like a successful business. It doesn't have to like make fucking. It's not to make Netflix bucks or like be top 5 in America. You know, like it just has to be a little thing that I do with my friends. You know, because like they're people that I love and cherish, and I like want to see their ideas as well as my own ideas just like come to life, and for people to see that, you know. But you know, of course, that's gonna come with money. I need money. Money. start a little Patreon. You know, you don't have to support it right now or like go there. Like I think really like Venmo helps for now. Um, the Patreon's on the link tree too. So if you feel inclined to check it out, I got some cool subs on there. I don't know what the fuck they're called. I should do more research about that. But like I'm trying to make more art consistently, and I can put more stuff on that Patreon. Which feels like no, there is no feeling like it's more that like I'm just not doing the work on that yet. It's in progress. It's kind of hard to put yourself out there. You know what I mean? Like I knew this was gonna be my career as an artist, just to like be a people person and like promote myself and market. And like I had that very in mind. Like during college, and then when you have to like fucking survive like in the real world, you lose sight of that, or like it's harder to do that as much. But no, I'm just saying a bunch of things, and I hope that you relate to them. You don't have to, but it's better than just sitting in silence, right? Oh, just do that. I like that. That comes off good. That comes out well. Okay, I need music, so quick break. I kind of fuck with that. I'm not gonna lie. It's good to like. You also gotta take steps back. A part of the process is feeling. I'm gonna listen to the Zach Box Elevator one. Part of the process is like feeling it out, taking steps back, not rushing it. And now, I'm kind of rushing it today because I want to get it done, but like, it will be done. I think most of my projects too, like, I'm just gonna say animations because like, those are things I'm working on in the background. But I've abandoned a lot of them. And like right now, I just want to give them more like attention and like give them more light because I have that time too. But like, there's a lot of times when I'm like going back in those old animations, and I'm just like, I literally had like 1 or like 2 more minutes of like work on this scene, and I think like at my brain at the time, like I couldn't figure out how to do it, but mostly I just think it was like I got burnt out on the project, and I was like not really ready to like tackle it or like make every little revision I could. But I have to stay motivated. It's really hard to do that in this world, but like I think it's important to also remember to have fun the grind so liberally. But it's not do or die. You know, like you can take breaks from the grind, and I have the yeah. I know I was the one personally talking about like the lack of consistency earlier, but like the grind will always be there for you. Like you have to take time to stay motivated and do shit that's just for you. I'm going to get back into watching more anime because like anime is something that really inspires me. I'm such a Dragon Ball Z kid, like at heart, and I mean like there are some like mini figures I have in my room. I want to buy more, but I just never really had the money. Like those are my goats. Like I would not have became an animator if it was not for Goku. Gohan mostly, I love that guy. I'm a huge Gohan stan. Do or die. It's like number one, he's hot now. Like as an adult, he's objectively attractive, but the show was supposed to like be meant for him at some point, which makes it really sad to just see like it's still just about Goku and Vegeta. Like we love our little tsundere, we love our little man loving man couple fighting with each other. I think like I think it's funny personally that now like the style or like their approaches to combat or drama or like things coming into the world, because I watched the Broly movie recently, like they just take turns. They just one of them sits out and like Vegeta will get frustrated if Goku's like taking too long fighting. They're like a married couple, and it's just like it is sweet to see that Dragon Ball's gotten to this point, but I also like I'm bored of them. Like I want to see like GT Pan. Like where is she? Fucking like, give me a real villain. Give me a real conflict. I just know by the end of it, like he ain't being Goku. Like honest question though, guys. Do you think Sukuna can beat Goku? Just leave your comments below. Just if you think Sukuna can beat Goku. Whoever said Sukuna, you're like wrong. You're wrong actually though. So I mean like he's basically a god now. So it's like how can you like be, this is just science, guys. Like you can't really argue with me on that one. He's like literally a god. I'm sorry. It's just not happening. And even like if the god form was like not enough, like he would just like unlock another one or something. You know what I mean? Like I it's just science that he's not beating Goku. Yeah, I need to get back into anime. Can't watch that stream anymore, and also like the content is restricted. But like I am so obsessed with Soul Eater music. Again, I think I'm gonna play it at some point in another stream. But like I'm so glad that one of the commissions I got from my friend this week was to draw Krona, and I can't wait for you guys to see that drawing. Can't wait to give it to my friend. Can't wait to make it. Krona is just such a sweet, beautiful, non-binary being. and their fits, their style, everything about Soul Eater is just fucking phenomenal. Like, if you haven't seen it, just go see it. Yes, I will admit, it's a can be a little what's the word? Fan servicey. So be wary of that. But the characters, the world building, the fight scenes, just so fucking cool. I feel like I like the curve up to the boot. It's not what it looks like, but it's what I want it to look like. I think something that definitely leads to me feeling very insecure is that I feel very dorky all the time, and like, is that really such a bad thing? You know, like, it's just a social perception, social ideology that I've just let myself perceive as negative. um, but it turns out, like, everybody I'm around, like, people in my circles are, like, very into the same things I'm into, or they at least, like, respect my interests. That, and they want to share it with me, you know, it's beautiful. Like, I don't have to feel like alone in this nerd. What? This nerd mental state? This nerd. I don't even know what to call it. It's cool to, like, have interests, guys. Doesn't matter if not everybody likes that interest, you know? That just means you can share it with them. And they can be like, whoa, that's so cool. Or they could be like, not my thing. That's okay. Like, you don't have to be the same exact person. Just have respect for each other's happiness. I don't know, you know, like, my homie's very into Dune. I can't do it, man. I'm not a Dune head. Like, I think the concepts in Dune are very interesting, and, like, the world building is fucking phenomenal. But it's no Lord of the Rings. You know what I mean? Like, Lord of the Rings, fucking... You know, that's, like, a really difficult comparison. There are two different kinds of genres and, like, two different worlds, and they both mean different things. So, like, that's not what I'm saying. You know, because he got me into Lord of the Rings, but, like... Dune, I feel like it's not for your average consumer. You know, they're making it work on the big screen right now. I hear Timothée Chalamet is, like, the best main character. Paul Atreides, thank you, brain. And Zendaya is a really good girlfriend for him or whatever. But already shared it with me, but I don't think I could share the interest the same way that he could. And that's okay. I can still respect and love that he has so much love for it. That's all you really have to do. And like, not me comparing Dune to furries right now, but like, I used to fucking like be one of those people who are like, oh, furries are so weird. Yeah, fuck furries. Whatever. It's like, who cares? They just enjoy fucking cosplaying in fursuits and like living their best life. Like, why do I need to take that away from them? What does that say about me? They're people too. They just don't get treated like one because they want to be dogs or whatever. Like, they just like to do a thing, man. They like to dress up. They have a hobby. What are your hobbies? I play tennis. Okay, that's cool. Get bitches or something. You want to be an animal so bad. Shut the fuck up. What is their happiness doing to you that you need to like belittle it? It's just a weird concept. Okay, you know what? I'll say it. I'll be the first one to say it. Thank you, furries. Thank you for challenging the narrative. You know, I feel like through those communities too, a lot of people have felt more comfortable being themselves or coming out or like sharing a lot of personal things about themselves, like what goes on their minds. Maybe it like saved people, like, you know what I mean? Like, not to go that far, but like I've definitely heard some stories where people feel like more themselves when they get to like be with a community that loves and appreciates them. And I don't know how the fuck we got to furries, but you know, I'm gonna bring this around to like the LGBT community. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people have felt comfort in the LGBT community. A lot of furries have felt comfort in this same community. And like, you know, I'm happy to pull up a chair for y'all because like, discrimination is not fun, no matter what. Of course, there's like a difference between sexuality and lifestyle choices, but it all kind of lives in the same vein of like, what I do makes people angry, or what I do makes people upset with me, or like, what I do belittles my existence. Damn, I'm going deep here. Like, I'm not even trying to get this deep right now. Like, the cuts are deep. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. I love you, but I'm not doing every single fucking lace like that. Like, that's just gonna make me mad. I think you'll deal with this. Like that. I don't know what my point was. Furries, you're okay. Except for the fucking racist furries. Yeah, you thought I was gonna let you fucking slide. Nah, I see you fucking whimpering in the corner, pretending like, oh, black people are gonna be the fucking, they're the problem with this country. Fucking shut up. Black people, please, please. they're also, some of them are weirdly like fucking, like they're anti-Semitic and shit. It's just like, what? Where'd you learn this? Right-wing conservative furries, you're the problem. You're the problem. I feel comfortable saying that, like, as much as I hate, like, Donald Trump or any of the other fucking Republican Party candidates, Republican Party politicians, you guys fucking perpetuate a norm. And that's the norm. That norm is just gonna keep us fucking. It's gonna keep us going backwards for fucking centuries. It's like, let's get on the same page here. Like, it's not one or the other. It's all of us, okay? Okay, furries, conservative furries, liberal ones, you're fine. My bimbofication has like maybe been the funniest thing of all time too, because like I used to be such an anti-SJW head. I was such a shithead in fucking high school. Oh man, I used to fucking suck. Oh, okay. I used to fucking suck in high school. You know what, like, if anything, like, sounds shit. Formal apology if I ever, like, made anybody feel uncomfortable. Like, I was learning some shit. Like I said earlier, I was just trying to, I was not processing a lot of, like, my mental emotions, because, like, it's very destigmatized in my home. Stigmatized, destigmatized, stigmatized. But, yeah, such an anti-SJW. So sad. It was fucking Ethan Klein, you know what I mean? Like, I was an impressionable fucking teenage kid, and I just latched onto that, like, anti-SJW content, because I was like, this is so funny. This guy is old and he gets it. And now, like, it's the exact opposite. Like, you love those, like, YouTubers who are edgy and shit like that, but, like, the edgy ones are always, like, touching teenage girls or something. It's fucking weird. No, I don't want to be a part. I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of that. It's fucked up. I became more self-aware. It really opened my eyes to, like, what I really didn't understand about the world. Or, like, just a lot of the shit that people just make up about the world too. Like, it's really painful to see how many, like, cultures have just been erased due to, like, Western imperialism. I really want to revive those. If you ever need, like, something cute and fun to watch, but also, like, educates you a little bit, like, watch City of Ghosts. Really good show. Like, it's educational, but it doesn't feel like it's making you feel stupid for not knowing this information, because obviously it's been erased. It's been hidden. It's stuff that, like, doesn't fit the norm anymore. So that's the furry things coming back here. said earlier, the fucking devil's in the details. Like, I don't want to fucking. Because I want it to look good. I want it to look good for you, man. I want it to look good. Okay. Let me do the other boot. I'm just gonna do the other boot. I'm just gonna, real quick, guys. I'm doing the other boot. Just adds that extra element of flair. Okay, other boot. I love this mix so much. It's definitely gonna get copyrighted too. But you know what? Like, these streams don't have to be up for that long. They don't. I've got them recorded. It's okay. It's okay. YouTube just hates the blacks. I don't know if I can make that claim. No, I think it's fine, right? I don't know. We're just gonna assume it's fine, and if it's not, you know, like, I'll deal with it. Don't worry, guys. I'll deal with it. I feel like I say a lot of things on here too that's not PC. And but yeah, I was talking about not being not being a shithead in high school, you know, like, obviously I wasn't trying like to intentionally do harm to people, but I felt like I knew everything, and like every fucking naive dipshit in high school thinks they know everything. But I fell for a lot of like limited mindsets. I fell for a lot of restricting ideas. Cause like that's all I really knew, you know. Like, I'm not gonna blame myself. I'm not gonna. Yeah, like, I still apologize to those people. Like, if I still offended you, but like, I'm not gonna feel guilty about shit in high school. Like, that's not me anymore. You can't see, but I'm doing like the gay hand, like dinosaur hand. I'm very proud of who I've become now. But goddamn, were you stupid in high school? found a cute lamp on the street today. Um, it has like it's like that box storage one. You know what I mean? Not box storage. What is it called? It's got shelves. It's tiered and it's like rectangular. And I dig it. It's got that like wood. Like I'm trying to make everything in my room have like some kind of wood stain to it. Cause you know, as a bisexual man, wow, misgendering myself. As a bisexual person, I love wood. Yeah, like I love a wood vibe in my room. I love a wood vibe everywhere. I love a wood vibe in general. Um, it's expensive to buy shit that's wood. Anything that's like vintage or like has that sense of like compassion, care, style. Like I don't like I'm gonna get into it briefly, but like Amazon furniture is so fucking boring. Target furniture sometimes too. It's just like, why'd you guys make that? Like, once plastic took over the market, like, it's just the demand. It's the supply and demand. It got just too fucking massive, and now we're forced to buy shitty plastic products that like barely last 2 years, or like they'll end up in a landfill, and you have to feel guilty about that. Because you needed a fucking brand new dresser from Amazon. You couldn't afford a Wayfair dresser. Obviously, like, you don't have to feel guilty about that. Like, use the tools at your disposal. If you want to buy one of those gray drawer gray, like, fucking, is it suede? I don't even know what material it is. But you know what I'm talking about. It's like those like fuzzy cotton, like they come with the bars. I think no, I don't actually have that in there. They come with the bars, the like weird metal bars. I'll just look it up. Like I have to do references more, not just references. What's it called? Show and tell. Amazon. Dresser. I'm just gonna type in dresser, literally. And chest of drawers is the word I was looking for. Like these things. I don't even know what these are called again. Fabric bins. They're just fabric. This is ugly. It's $39. It's $40. Can't afford furniture. It's $40. And good for you. You know what I mean? Like you can make your home look a little bit stylish. And it just unfortunately can't have that sort of flair that you can find at like an estate sale. Somebody's grandma's fucking summer home. The thrift store. It's like a 30, 50 chance with shit from the thrift store. It's like, what's it got in there? Everyone's wondering, like, what's in there? What's inside that fucking... Is whatever is inside that, like, couch gonna ruin my life? I don't know how shoes work like that. I think it's good enough, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna force it. Again, to say that every single time, but and like give up on shit. But I'm just gonna do it anyways because it saves me time. It saves me time from being frustrated on shit. You guys don't want to see me work on a foot like for hours. You want to see like the face because like I haven't even got to the face yet. Oh shit! I haven't saved yet. Oh, I'm just gonna do this up here because I don't want you guys to see what's on my computer. It's something embarrassing. Maybe something embarrassing. Goodness. Okay. I'm gonna give up on the feet for now. Come back to it, I want to hear you. I want to hear you. I'm gonna do the hands. I always. No, that's not fine. I'm pretty good at hands, guys. I'm very confident in my hands. But yesterday, I drew the hands on my most recent drawing, the one of Dasani, backwards. They were backwards, and I haven't done that in fucking like 2 years. Drawing my hands backwards, and I should have noticed. You know what I mean? Like I have hands. I just look at my own hands, but I didn't until my friend told me. And like, thank God they did, because like it's just kind of embarrassing. Anybody can notice that, right? Like, I love drawing hands. They're fun. And then when I forget to do it right, I'm just like embarrassed. I'm like, I'm an artist, man. Like, I need to do this. You better at it, bruh. Okay. Maybe this is the drawing for today, because I have to play D&D soon, guys, and I have to eat, It's supposed to be beyond that, beyond meat. It's also just like, if I put that shit on my portfolio, or if I like show that off to other people, like, and they go like, your hand is backwards, I'm gonna just fucking shoot myself in the brain. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I can, like, that opportunity to actually work at a studio, you know, like, I already, you know, I went off on a little rant earlier, being like, I just don't want to fucking work for a big studio. But, like, if some big studio is like, hey, you know, like, love your stuff, just notice the thumbs are backwards. Sorry, it's gonna be a no from us. I would kill myself. You know what I mean? Because, like, hands are essential to, like, everything. Hands say a lot. Hands have a lot of, like, words to say. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. But, like, words are like words. Hands can express a lot of emotions just like clothes. They I don't know, they're just kind of cool too. Like, think about how much you need to do with your hands in a day. You know, like, fucking grab, drink. You can drink with your mouth, but, like, grab the drink. Grab drink. Jerk off. Jill off. Whatever. It's hard to think of things you do with your hands right now. Well, I think I'm just focusing. But, push, pull, fight. You know, maybe hold the hand of someone you've had a crush on. Maybe hold a gun to the temple of your head. Shit. Fuck. What else do you do with hands, guys? What do you do with your hands in the comments below? Hold on. I'll find my way. I do kind of miss being a gamer. A YouTube gamer. Like, the content really wasn't that funny to me either. It just, you know, like, we would yell a lot. And, like, that was back when the fucking ear R word was, like, famous. You know, like, when you would just, like, fucking increase the decibels. And, like, that was the joke. I think a lot of the time I would just play, like, music very loud in the video. And then I would just be like, that's funny. People are gonna love that. But it just didn't feel funny to me. You know? That's mostly why I gave up on it. It was just like spending too much time on it, and it just didn't feel right for me. There's a lot of times too where I'm just making content, or like making things that I feel like people fucking love or receive well, or whatever the fuck, you know? And then it just feels like it's not what I want to do. And I feel unmotivated. And it's that cycle again where I'm just like feeling like oh no, I was gonna get sad. Oh shit. Like, nothing I do is good enough? Oh fuck. But, you know, I'm not, like I'm saying, I'm getting out of that mindset. I'm out of that mindset right now. We're on stream right now. I love my art. I love my ideas. just like to share shit because it makes, you know, like I've talked to people about stuff like this, and it makes me feel less alone when they're receptive to it, or like it makes them feel less alone too. And I hope like when I'm sharing this with you, like you go, maybe I have had that thought, or like, maybe I don't feel like my ideas are worthless, or maybe Joy is just a stupid fucking idiot and doesn't get me at all. That's perfectly fine. I'm glad you're very confident in yourself. But I have not been very confident in myself, yo. We're working on it. Me and my therapist working on it. Man, look at that hand. I think for me, it's just the hands. It's just the arm. It's just a lot of whack. The thumb's a bit too long or something. I wanted to show you guys the reference after. Getting close so they can be showing you the reference. This one needs extending. I feel like more like this way. This one just feels massive. You know what I mean? It just feels like it's bigger than my head. Ah, shit. I gotta remember to use these buttons. The one the beat sounds like it's farting. Almost like done. This is awesome. Just trying something, just trying something. fine, and of course it's gonna matter if they like it too, you know. But like you should like it first before you share it with other people. And I think that was the point I was gonna make earlier. That I feel like my art. I feel like I'm bad at something if I'm just not confident in what it looks like. You know. I think like there are some times too where I get too perfectionist, and I'm like, okay, like I need to keep working at it or keep picking at it because it's not good enough to share with other people. But it's also like, I don't know, is that right? What I was just saying there, like, because like what I'm trying to say is that first and foremost, it should be something that you are proud of. You shouldn't feel like you need the approval of other people to make it worth something. But again, yeah, if you're working for a client, you know, you're gonna just want to like work what the client wants and shit like that. But you know, I'm not working with clients right now. I'm just doing commission. You know, guys, it's not that serious. All right. Before I go, I really want to work in the face. So we're gonna do the face real quick. I'm gonna get the face now. Me and you. Oh, I'll show you the reference. Do y'all know lean beef patty was joining us today? Thank you for featuring lean beef patty. It's an excellent pose. Thank you for your time, your patience. I know it was really hard to hold that pose for us. So like I want you to go ahead, take a rest, get a snack break, you know, like do whatever you need to do. Again, I really appreciate it. I'm gonna finish the face here. Again, guys, don't get caught up in the details. You know what I mean? Me as I'm getting caught up in the details. Look at that. Look at that. Devil in the details. What you really want to focus on, you know, instead of me just saying it all the time, what you really want to focus on is the overall shape. You know, like very fluid, no matter what hair type it is. Fucking 4C, baby, 5A. That's not one of them. But like you shouldn't have to overthink it as much. As long as it like connects and flows in like a nice arc, so like you should be dandy. I know I said the devil's in the details a million fucking times today. But like in the hair, sometimes you want to get a little crazy. You want to add some of those like random streaks. I see. I got really inspired by people who would do like little white, like what are they called? Like little white hair phrase. Cause like hair has there's so many different colors going on in your fucking hair. I didn't even realize it. It's gonna have so many highlights, so many different textures out there. The hair looks so cool in this. Like golly, I just hope I fucking get a fraction of the coolness, the original coolness. You know what I mean? Capture that. It's like curves all over the place. Like it's artist dream over here. Definitely not gonna have the hook for that one. Love Kanye. That whole fucking They're Not Like Us concert, that was fucking lit. Just like what he did for the culture. Just like he brought so much community together that day too. Real emotion on that stage. I'm just glad he called Drake out for that shit, you know? Because, like, There's so many fakers in the world. So many people who just pretend or like I keep forgetting the word. Monetize or fucking profit off of other people's fucking pain and just try to make themselves look like a martyr in some ways. And then you see in the background, you know, like they're obviously doing that fucking weird shit. Like I was talking about earlier with like YouTubers who end up fucking kids. Shit, I also think I can't play this. Hold on. No! Yeah. Give me something. Oh no! That was a good one. Give me. What is it including? Almost 2 hours we've been going. I want to hit that 2 hour mark, you know? We just got like 3 minutes. Curved down here? Curved? I think what also happens a lot too is that I just aim for realism. It's not necessary, you know, like people want to see my style, they want to see themselves in my style. So I'm really trying to go back here. Like something. Damn. It's also, I don't know if like any of my artists can relate to this, but you ever just like try to like make a line look like what you see it in your head and you're like, why isn't it working? Okay, I think I figured it out because you have to do a little lift here, right? Like where the chin ends. Ah! I'm requesting alcohol, guys. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. You know, I'm okay with that for now. I really wanted to take turns. Show off the big old lashes. But like, that feels hard. I'm also a big like white people inside person. I feel like it just like gives off more energy. Okay, I'm cooking here. I'm gonna keep working on this solo. I really want to make food. Check out the final product. It will most likely be on my Instagram. So like, I really had fun today, guys. You know, we talked about a lot of crazy things. State of the world, furries, me being a weird bitch in high school. Damn, AI. I didn't even finish my point about AI. I mean, like, self-explanatory. Am I right? Like, shit's crazy. One of my biggest fears, I wouldn't say biggest, but one of the greatest ones, one of like it's up there, you know what I mean? Is that like, you know, everyone can relate to this, is that like AI is gonna take over or something. I feel like our robot overlords would not be that kind, but like, you know, who knows? Maybe they'll be a little bit more like, you know, like the whole, oh, you know, like we don't want to stoop down to your level, like you guys are evil, and all, like we're not evil. But my biggest fear is those like Boston Dynamics robots. You know what I mean? Like, if you ever seen the videos, the dogs, they're doing like straight up like military training on the fucking droids. Like, those guys can like fucking dash. They can go through obstacle courses and everything like that. And that just like makes me more sure of our impending doom. You know, like, even if they don't rise up, like somebody in power can just like use those as like private militia or some shit. But why do we gotta have robots like that? Don't you just think they can like, if an AI thing is like fully conscious and just like discovers, they probably already know. They probably already like fucking found those Boston Dynamics robots, and they're just like, you know what? I'm just gonna live in one of those and jump from fucking robot to robot and start just killing people because I can. Like, you gave them autonomy, like they can just do whatever they want. That's one of my biggest fears. They won't be very merciful. That's such a bleak way to end this. You know what? Have a good week. Get some rest. Don't think about the invasion, the AI invasion. Think about how you can get that bread up. Because you're poor as shit. We talked about this today, okay? We talked about this. I don't want to see you coming to school in your and fucking shorts, your Shaq shoes, and your Echo t-shirt from Walmart, okay? Step your game up next stream. Okay? You think about that.